I've been telling people about Tim Walz. I've been saying, hey, man, Tim Walz, he seems too nice a guy to be that nice a guy, you know? Whenever I met somebody who seemed too nice, they were too nice. There was something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my spidey senses tingling. You know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody was just like, just a little extra with it. So
Governor Harris's running mate Tim Walz is tomorrow night. The campaign is having to clean up some comments he's made about one of the campaign signature issues having to do with reproductive rights. This is what Governor Walz said on MSNBC while criticizing J.D. Vance. Take a listen.
J.D. Vance knows nothing about that. And then he keeps going into all of these things. Today's IVF day. Thank God for IVF. My wife and I have 2 beautiful children.
Now, that's not accurate, right? I mean, it wasn't IVF. It was a different procedure, and his wife, Gwen Walz, the First Lady of Minnesota, is taking care to tell CNN that they actually used a procedure called intrauterine insemination. IUI. It's a process she described it as incredibly personal and difficult experience. They did use fertility treatments. It wasn't IVF.
Any woman who's
Command Sergeant Major.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I want to.
Any one of the 1 in 7 women who goes through fertility treatments, IUI is part of the suite of fertility treatments. It's a step below IVF. It's direct insemination versus creating embryos. I think that is a stretch to say that it's not part of the broader fertility treatment.
So let me get this right. The campaign before, like, this is something Kamala was running on, right? This IVF thing. And because a lot of conservatives, Republicans, they don't want any embryos being on ice or nothing like that. They don't want that. That's, I don't know why, something religious. Okay. I don't know why they feel that way, but that's the way they feel, right? Then all of a sudden, Tim Walz is up there saying over and over that that's a procedure they had done. And now we find out, they ain't had that procedure done. And it wasn't because they offered that information, but some reporters was like, why does he keep bringing that up? Let's find out more about that procedure that his wife had done. Maybe we could do a whole piece about this, because every stop he went to, he'd bring it up.
Some of you might have heard this. This is very personal for my wife and I. When Gwen and I decided to have children, we went through years of fertility treatments. And I remember each night praying that the call was going to come and it was going to be good news. The phone would ring, tenseness in my stomach, and then the agony when you heard the treatments hadn't worked. So it wasn't by chance that when we welcomed our first child, our beautiful daughter, we named her Hope. We named her Hope. We named her Hope.
Today's IVF day. Thank God for IVF. My wife and I have 2 beautiful children.
That includes IVF. And this gets personal for me and my family.
But it didn't get personal because you didn't use IVF. Right?
We named her Hope. We named her Hope. I'm not crying, you're crying, so.
When I previously told you guys how I felt about Tim Walz, and I said, some of you guys will fall for anything. Some of you guys have no street sense. Some of you guys are just mediocre, like you want to fall for anything because it's good for the pocketbook. Like some of the reporters or commentators, they're not that stupid. Like, I stand by it. Like, I'm not saying Walz is any worse than Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi or Mitch McConnell or Ted Cruz or any, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's worse, but I'm saying he's the same. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a politician, dog. Yeah, that's what he is. He's been in Congress 12 years, and he's a governor going on his 2nd term. And for some reason, if he goes, oh, shucks, it does like this enough, people go, well, this guy's, what a breath of fresh air. Wow, this guy is amazing. Wow, this guy is, He's just goodness gracious. G. Willikers. He's right out of a Fargo movie. Yeah. And all I'm telling you is to me, he's a bad used car salesman. That's what he is to me. And I want people to just be who they are. I don't like the over-the-top nonsense, the pulling of the ear. This ain't damn Bullwinkle. Damn Bullwinkle. This isn't I Dream of Jeannie. Remember she used to do something with her nose or something, the ear, shit would disappear or something. My mom wouldn't let me watch it because she was Jehovah's Witness. And she said, you can't watch that. That's magic. That's the devil. It's like, Mom, it's just a lady in a swimsuit doing like this, you know. The point is this, man. Point is this. I don't buy Tim Walz. Okay? You can buy him. Fine. I'm going to laugh my ass off when he gets exposed. I already heard about a DUI or DWI or something. I haven't reported on it yet because I'm saving it. I'll use it later to crush your hopes and dreams, to wake you up to reality that something funny happens when you're in politics. Your ass become a politician. Yep, that's what happens. It's the same thing happens if you become a teacher. If you start teaching and you get in the public school system, you become a public school teacher. That's right. If you go on the NFL, you could go on there with a certain attitude. But if you start playing professional football, you become a professional football player. And if your ass becomes a politician on a national and a federal level, your ass becomes a politician. Sorry, that's what happens. That's why Bernie sold out. That's why AOC sold out, because that's part of politics. It's selling out. And I learned the hard way. Some of you guys know I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. Okay? Right? Because I used to get criticized for it. Oh, Tim Black, you believe in this person, you believe, you dummy. I was like, no, this person really means well. They mean well. They seem like they just need help and support. I don't want to stab them in the back. Like they're really trying. And it's like, okay, I can't explain that one. Okay. Oh, did that too. Oh God. Can't explain that one. Oh, damn. That's it. That's all. At some point, you got to cut your losses. Admit that you were wrong. Admit you were duped. Admit that person is a politician, and politicians gonna politic, y'all. Politicians gonna politic. Okay? All right. Yeah. And sometimes when you go buy a car or something, and they say this is the best they could do better. Yeah, they could do a little better. They just tell you they can't do better on the price. Okay? Because they trying to save some room to profit off your ass. I know these are new concepts, right? It's like some people, they can't get it. You blame me because I tell you the salesman needs to make some money on the deal. Or ain't no reason to sell a car. He'll lose his damn job if he don't make no money on the deal. He can't live outdoors. He got to try to make a profit on the car. But instead of people going, but Tim, you're right. Because salespeople don't work for free. You go, oh, Tim, you backstabber. You sellout. You cornball. No. You are a child. It's what you are. If you don't understand, politics is a business. Politics is a business. Big pharmaceutical lobbyists give you money to help pass legislation because politics is a business. It is what it is, dog. Prison is a business. They treat the shit like hotels. We need to keep up a high occupancy rate. That's why they keep writing new laws. That's why it's so hard to get shit legalized like marijuana, because they got to keep the rooms filled with bodies. You get that one, though. You understand now. Yeah, okay. Why can't you understand it when it applies to other areas? It's the same game.